I hit that bump so hard. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh my god. What's up? What's up? What it do? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I hit that bump hard as shit. Sheesh. Are you uncontrollable, or you can't, or can you let go of control? I think I named it wrong. Are you uncontrollable or can't let go of control? That's exactly how I worded it. Cool. Are you uncontrollable or can't let go of control? First off, it's a good ass motherfucking, hold up. It's a good ass motherfucking Thursday. I had a good ass day today. Took the day off. Went to the school I want to go to. Talked to a counselor. They changed the name of that again. That's crazy. You ever go back to like your old neighborhoods you used to stay at and see they changed the names of the neighborhoods you was in? It's kind of like, damn, I'm getting old. I'm getting old type shit. Man, another day to be alive, bro. So, let me go ahead and get into it. People's gonna come in as I go. So, for those who don't know who I am, my name is Jared Cinco. This YouTube channel is called Cinco Live, Elevate the Convo, because that's what we do. We come here, have a live conversation about what I've learned and how it connects to life, and what are the spiritual connections to this, maybe even dimensional connections to this. And I talk about the things I've learned and bring it into form in this video, just being authentically open about it. Now, honestly, I sat today and I watched this video of this guy named, I think it's Shalom Davis. I don't remember his name. But in his video, he definitely like inspired me to like continue to do videos like this. However, the difference is now what I want to do is like continue this, but on Mondays and Tuesdays, I want to drop like a summary of these videos, like a Monday and Tuesday of the summarization of what I talked about on Thursday and Friday. And because Thursday is Thor Day, Throat Chakra Day, is also is it Saturn Day? Thor Day? No, Saturn is Saturday. Thursday is it Pluto? No, Thursday is not Pluto Day. I'm trying to remember what planet Thursday is. It doesn't matter. But in today's video, we're gonna talk about, are you uncontrollable or you can't let go of control? So both of these sides are kind of like contradicting a little bit. What's up, Travis? What's up, Ariel? What's good, y'all? Thank you for liking the video also. Thank you for sliding through. We finna have a good conversation today. And for those who stay, your mind may get blown open a little bit, so just be prepared for that. You can say whatever you want, be how you want to be. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. Mr. Musafir. I feel like I had to say it like that. I'm from Chicago, but I'm living in Georgia right now. What's up, Miguel Charles? That's a good ass name. That's smooth. That's actually kind of like very different. My brother's name is Charles, and my dad. So look at it. Look at the alignment of the ancestry coming through. Cash. Hey, Cash. I need some cash, gang. Slide me a dub. Nah, for real. We all need a dub. Slide everybody in this bitch a dub, Cash. Yo. What's good, Daniel? What's good, everybody? What's good? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? If you're here right now, please like the video. We're finna get into the conversation in a minute. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jared Cinco. I come in here and talk about the things I've learned throughout the week and put them in perspective of how we can do better for the next week, and the spiritual applications of it and how it affects you on a dimensional and even elemental level. So we're finna get into it in a second. I just wanted to give people some acknowledgement. I do believe in astrology. I believe in a lot of shit, honestly. It's not just one. Gangster disciples, I'm not, but technically through my family, I could be, but I just didn't go that route. So yeah. I got a question for y'all who's watching. If you didn't know, if you was to look at me and guess what city, state, or country I was from, what would you say? I'm curious, because I had this, I was confused by this past week. Not confused, but I'd be seeing like the same answer. Let me know what y'all think. What if you was to see me in person, or even on this, what state or country or even city would you believe I'm from? Just off the top of the head. Nigeria, American. I actually don't know. Steve, I want you to, not Steve, Steve Longsleeve, Nigeria. I want to visit there, but I'm not from there. American area, obviously correct. There's no wrong answers, really, to be honest. And Nikhil Charles, I want you to understand, you know more than what you want, more than you know enough to give an answer. You're just a little bit scared to just provide one because you don't want to feel wrong. Just put anything. It doesn't matter what the fuck you put. It does not matter. I'm just asking for an open answer. I want to engage with y'all before I go deep into this. Indiana? That's a slippery slope. Indiana's funny. Australian or American? Australian? See, that's an intriguing answer. That's an intriguing answer. I wouldn't have thought that, but hey, that's intriguing. All right, so look, we finna get into this video. If you're gonna stay, please stay for a long time. We're finna get deep into it. You can talk, interact, however way you want to do it. We're finna dive in. So the topic of conversation is, I got water in my trunk, so I gotta make sure. I thought I was gonna trip out. Anywho, are you uncontrollable or can't let go of control? So when we talk about the concept and idea of control, let me not try to sound like a professional. I'm just sounding like myself. Let me just do that. When we talk about control is something that you can operate, something that you have power over, right? The moment you give your power away from whatever it could be your power in your ability to move a car, driving a car, picking up a cup, making a smoothie, everyday stuff. You have control over what you're using to get what you're trying to gain out of it, right? So the two main things that a lot of people have a trouble time controlling is their emotions and their mind. Now, the problem with emotions and mind that people don't seem to grasp consistently, keyword consistently, is that emotions and your thoughts are going to always go. That makes sense. It's an ever-ending cycle. Now the question is, what are the vibrational states of this cycle? Because you got to understand, some cycles, go ahead. Some cycles that you go through, they may be silent. So like you may have moments when you're emotionally dull or your thoughts are quiet. Some cycles may be chaotic in the form of where you're sporadic, like spontaneous too much. So emotions may go here, may go there. That's that bipolar shit, right? But bipolar is just understanding the polars of it and being a bystander of that polar. The problem is a lot of people who are bipolar don't recognize their attachments to the polarizations of themselves. So I've done a really good job of understanding the different polarizations of self. So my highers, my lowers, my lefts, my rights, my ins and outs. And when we get to an aspect of learning our ins and outs, it makes understanding how we can process our reality easier. So when we talk about, are you uncontrollable? The question on a deeper scale than that, are you able to control yourself? Or are the aspects of you that are spontaneous, are they controlling you? Are you able to control your emotions, or are your emotions controlling you? Are you able to control your ability to think, or is the ability to think controlling you? Overthinking. Or is it overanalyzing? Analyzing, overthinking, could be the same thing. It's only me now. Why are there only two persons watching this? I don't know, bro. Sometimes I don't worry about the algorithm. The best thing I do is just provide and get the fuck out. Because you gotta understand, this matrix tries to control you. And until you figure out that you don't want to be controllable, you don't necessarily have a personal attachment to it. You have a personal attachment to the people you connect to, the social media or the matrix. However, Everyone has a role to play within the system. How do you want to play the system? That's the question. How do you want to play the system? And here's the other side of the conversation that relies within the question. When I say, are you controllable? Are you uncontrollable or can't let go of control? The problem is a lot of individuals, and you could be old, young, whatever. Age does not necessarily matter in this. It's more about awareness level. Are you aware enough, right? Some people stick to the same 2, 3, or 4, maybe even 5 emotions, or stick to specifically an attachment that's connected to the emotion. So, an example, you may get upset because you didn't make it to where you need to be on time because of traffic, and what you did in traffic, you kept getting upset, you telling people move, you honking on the horn, you giving all this emotion to traffic, and then by the time you get to work or your destination, your frequency is not on a level where it can be in alignment with the build that you're trying to do with other people. Because when you're trying to go to one position to another position, you're building on to what you can provide to that second position. It all depends on how you manage that grace period of when you got there. And yes, it does also vary to the point of like how people can instantly change in a moment. So like, I could be pissed off because like somebody hits me or the tire blows out of nowhere. I could get upset real quick, but then I can snap into, you know what? I don't need to be in this emotion to get this shit done. Let me just be calm enough, even though I'm upset, even though I'm pissed, let me be calm enough to make sure I handle this in a correct way. Doing that is very much a lot more important than comparing to complaining, nagging, thinking too much about what you can't control, essentially. You have to let go of controlling. The only person or being you have to control is you. There's no other person that's going to control you. Thank you, Agent 47, for subscribing. If you're watching this, please, you could definitely subscribe to the channel. You can like the video. It's completely free. I'm not asking for no donations. I'm not asking you to do anything else. Just like, if you like this video or like this type of style, if you like this information, and subscribe if you're ready for more, because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos based on conversations like this, which is why I've named this content, this channel, Elevate the Convo Cinco Live. All right, so boom, let's get back into it. And thank you for subscribing, Angel 47 and Nickel Jones. Is it Nickel or Nickel? I think it's Nickel, because that's how you spell nickel. Boy, that Chevrolet Trailblazer is hard, boy. No cap. All right. Here's the next level to this. You can't control how other people respond to how you act. Just as simple as that. You can't. Now, if you start to get emotionally drained because of how somebody else reacts, it's because inside of yourself, you're not able to drain out the things that you've been clenching onto for so long that it's caused depression, it's caused stress, it's caused even goddamn, what's the word I'm looking for? It even caused a sense of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-sabotaging. So for instance, if you was to do something based off how you feel and you don't remember what you did, or you don't acknowledge how it affected someone else, or you even don't accept the fact that how you felt is how you felt, and you explain it in the best possible way that you can without exploding and none of that shit, if you can handle expressing how you feel, not necessarily exploding on people, and taking your time with yourself, I can guarantee you, you'll be able to let go of whatever you're holding on to. But if you're doing the complete opposite of all of that shit, then cooked, my boy. You goddamn cooked. You goddamn cooked. So I want y'all to really take the time to sit with this idea that you cannot control anybody. You can't make no one do shit. You can't even try to like manipulate people to do whatever you want them to do. Because guess what? As you're doing that internally in yourself, as you're manipulating them, there's a spirit, there's a God, or even a goddess that's manipulating you to manipulate them to get what they want, not what you want. Especially if you're unconscious of this manipulation. Meaning, you could be conscious like, okay, I got what I want from her, or got what I want from him, or got what I want from them, or got what I want from, you know what I'm saying? You could say you got what you want from whoever it is that you communicated to, but if you don't understand what is it that you're taking and what is it that they're receiving in this transaction, then you're going to be doing things so unconscious and so, what's the word I want to look for? You're going to be doing it with lack of awareness. And granted, it's not about achieving perfection. Let's be very, very frank here. We're not here to try to achieve perfection. We're just here to try to climb up the mountain of our awareness every single day as much as we can, little by little. Now, the third stage to this conversation, right? Because we talked about, are you uncontrollable? Can you control your emotions and thoughts? Can you control the way you act? Or, this is the second part, or you can't let go of control, meaning you can't let go of how people react to you. You can't let go of how your girl's treating you, how your wife's treating you, how your husband's treating you, how your co-workers treating you, how your man. You can't let go of how that shit's reacting, how that shit's coming into your life, right? We talked about the second part of that, which is essentially understanding the transaction. If you're taking something from them and you can't let go of it, you need to understand your transaction before you go through a transformation that isn't a part of your true evolution, your true elevation. Now, here's part 3 of this, right? This is the triangle effect. We're gonna triangle this thing. Here's a good question. If I can control my emotions and thoughts, and if I let go of trying to control other people, how can I make sure I make the better steps in my reality and ensure the people I'm connected with match me? Now we're gonna simplify that. Nickel Charles said, Nickel, I'm gonna just say Nickel, because Nickel sounds retarded if I say it as a name. Hey, Nickel, like what? Nickel Charles asked me, when was the first time I streamed? The first time I streamed was in 2023. So let me summarize this question because it took me a minute. It took me a minute to kind of build onto that question. My first stream was in 2023. Here's a simple question for us that can allow us to tap into the third stage of this conversation. How can I be consistent for me? How can I be consistent for me? How can I be consistent for me? So, the way I visualize and the way I accept the word me, which is M-E, I accept it in 2 ways. There's me, meaning like you hold possession of the body that you're in. This is me. This is Jared. This is me. You know what I'm saying? It's me. And then there's M-E, which is a multi-dimensional energy. Now let's take a step back. Let's take a step back. Being consistently for you, which is your own universe, You have to understand that there are different versions and aspects of who you are. Yes, I have AC in the car. That's what's blowing right now. Hopefully it's not too loud. The question that a lot of people should ask themselves is, how can I be consistently there for the different versions of myself? Because we got to understand this point right here. Every time we move throughout the day, we have the version of us that wakes up, we have the morning version of us, the midday, the afternoon, the evening, the night, and then you got the midnight. That's 5 different versions of yourself just throughout the day. It's okay being the only person, Nicole or Nickel. Being by yourself or being the only person is cool, because here's the thing. There's never time where it's just you. Nickel, I'm here with you. I may not be able to type in the chat, but bro, I could talk to you in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing, bro. You can't be consistent with yourself if you can't even be by your damn self. You know, the other day, I went to smoke. I smoked after I left this podcast setup I was doing. I'm all the way in Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill, Georgia is about 45 minutes going to Lilburn, because it's past DeMarlo, Georgia. Have y'all ever in your life smoke, be high, having an altered form of consciousness, whether you on shrooms, weed, and other bullshit? Have you ever sat in your car, driven for 30 minutes plus in complete silence? Driving with complete silence, meaning you're in motion and all of you is in motion, and you're being silenced enough to hear the other aspects of you that is also in motion. There's beauty in silence. You can't control no one else's noise, no one else's car. You can't control a bird, a squirrel. You can't control none of that shit. Once you find ways to control yourself and just be at ease, you'll be fine, more than fine. Because with silence in another form is money, meaning like when you got money coming in, you got a lot of noise coming in. Silence can also be social media. You drop one video, you get 50 views. You drop another video, you get 100 views. That multiplies. But the silence mode, the silence in views, is when nobody is saying nothing. You're just getting a view. Imagine if you had 100,000 views and no comments. That's... All right, we back. So look, I gotta be somewhere in the next 14 minutes, so I'm gonna give y'all another 8. If you want to get better at knowing yourself, you need to let go of trying to control other people. Don't take shit so personal. Just don't. Once you feel what you feel, whether it's from people or from just experiences that you're going through by yourself, don't allow what you feel to fuel an action that is not helpful. Take a step with what emotion you feel. Take that step mentally and see what will happen. If you was to think a little bit about what you're gonna do with how you feel, you will have a greater way of taking advantage of being the best version of you. Because the ultimate goal is being the best you every single day. That's the goal. Be the best you every single day. Always try your best. If you're at work, be the best employee that you can be. If you're on a court, be the best hooper on a court. If you are a driver in a car, be the best driver on the road. And it's not about perfection. It's just be the best that you can be for you. Because there's no one living your life but you. So be the best for you so that you can do what you need for you. All right? Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Take care of your mind. Take care of your body. I can guarantee you less than 15% of people go to the park or sit in silence or even just like journal how they feel or journal their life to understand the things that's led up to what they've been going through. I guarantee there's not a lot of people who's doing that. Just taking time to reflect. All right. So something weird has been happening for me. And it's only weird because it's cool, because cool is weird. So small story time, right? In my life, I've always been able to manifest weed around me without trying. I remember when I was like 11 or 12, my brother used to smoke a lot, or he still does. And he introduced me to weed. I didn't smoke it yet until I got to high school, but I was fascinated by the plant because I was fascinated by the attributes of it and how it just made people feel. So when I started to smoke, I allowed myself to just like be fully immersed into it. And ever since I started smoking, I fell in love with the attributes of the marijuana plant. And we're gonna bring this home, just hear me out. Every time I don't buy weed, I get weed. That makes sense? Nikel, I'm speaking to the universe. You're here, I'm here, and all else who is here, whether future or past. I'm speaking to that. I'm not just speaking to myself. Yes, it may look like I am, but there's different worlds and vibrations and energies inside of not only me, but you and everything around us. So I'm not just speaking to me. I'm not only speaking for me, I'm speaking for us. So keep that in mind. Now to go back to me, I bring up the conversation of weed and the fact I love the plant is because when I stop searching for it, I always get it. Every time I stop searching for weed, I always get it. Now, yes, it's variables. My brother smokes. Now I'm around a manager who smokes. The dude I'm working with, he smokes. Like, I'm always around people who smoking, and it's not just about like the weed itself, the drug itself. It's more about the amplifications that weed does to the body. It makes you not really give a fuck about a lot of shit anymore. It makes you also face yourself if you're willing to face yourself. And then lastly, it helps the body cope, helps the body relax. And that right there is the last piece of this puzzle. We talked about controllable, uncontrollable. Can you control your emotions and thoughts? We talked about, can you let go of control? Can you let go of other people? Can you let go of their reactions? Can you detach from what they're projecting onto you on an emotional and mental scale and just only attach to what you are experiencing with the transaction with that person, with the interaction with that person? You're not allowing their responses to what you're doing or what their life got going on to deter what you should do moving forward. And then the third thing is you have to take time with you and acknowledge the things you unconditionally love. Because when you unconditionally love something, it comes natural. It comes natural. And yes, even the things you conditionally love, it'll come natural too, because you've gained conditions to why you want to interact with it. It's just, there's something about an unconditional loving factor that helps you in life a lot more bountiful, a lot more peaceful. You know what I'm saying? So this is 30 minutes of me not only venting, but talking about something I've learned this week. To control yourself. Stop trying to control other people. Love them for who they are. Love you for you. Peace out.